Hello and welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Vunganye. Thank you so much for joining us today. On this episode of Red Carpet, we have filmmaker Rockwell and actor Teyana Taylor discussing their film 1001. And artist Edna Munda shares her journey balancing motherhood and music. Let's get on with the show. And let's start the show with some highlights of the latest entertainment news from around the world. In music news, Nigerian Afrobeat star Wizkid has released a music video for his song Money and Love from his album More Love, Less Ego. The singer's latest release is ahead of his headlining concert at London's Tottenham Football Club Stadium in July. And singer Davido's latest album Timeless is out and is already breaking records. The Nigerian superstar's album had the most fastest streams ever for an African album on Apple Music. The singer performed songs from the album in front of a sold-out crowd at Irving Plaza in New York. In more music news, Beninese-born superstar Angelique Kidjo will receive this year's Paula Music Prize. The five-time Grammy Award-winning singer and songwriter will share the prize with Iron Records founder Chris Blackwell and composer Avo Part. And in film news, South African comic Trevor Noah is launching a 6-episode stand-up comedy competition series on Prime Video. Noah will host the show, which will feature 10 South African comedians competing to make each other laugh. The series is set to air in 2024. And now to film news, director Rockwell and actor Teyana Taylor have teamed up to create a powerful and thought-provoking film called 1001. The movie tells the story of a mother's journey to reunite with her son and reclaim her sense of home and identity. In this exclusive interview, we hear from both Rockwell and Taylor as they discuss the making of the film with VOA's Kali Abdu.
Avi, can you please tell us about your inspiration for the film?
Yeah, so I mean, this to me was a farewell to the coming of age era of my life in New York. But I really wanted to speak firsthand to the impact of gentrification, because a lot of it really started to come to the surface during that time, and particularly how it impacted communities of color, like Black communities, like Harlem. And Harlem specifically means so much, not only to Black New York, but just Black identity and heritage in general. So I think during that time, just seeing how we were being erased and starting to get pushed out of the city altogether, I really wanted to make sure that I acknowledged that. But I also wanted to acknowledge and uplift the Black women in my life, who I feel like are so overlooked and made to feel invisible, not only in society, but within our own communities as well. This is really my love letter to them. And I really wanted to use Inez's journey to present the question of who is fighting for us, who is fighting for Black mamas, Black women in general. And I want people to see that we really want to be fully loved and not just needed.
So let me send the question to Teyana. You play a very complex character, and I was drawn in to your character from the first shot. And I have to tell you, respect for your performance. But how did you prepare for the role?
Just from the synopsis and a little bit of information that I had on Inez, it was like an instant connection. I feel like Inez is within a lot of the woman that has been in my life. Inez is, within me, like, even though we don't share a lot of the same stories, it's still all very relatable. And I think preparing for Inez, me and AV did a lot of workshopping, and within just finding Inez's layers and, color coordinating those layers, to know what points to hit, to know when she was feeling this or what she was feeling that. So it was a very important process that is something that I will hold and take with me moving forward as well.
Let me stay on Teyana really quickly. You've had a successful career as a singer, dancer, actress. Can you talk about the differences between the two mediums, acting and music?
I mean, it's definitely different, because for me, with music, I have to kind of be in a great headspace, and in a happy space to be able to, go in a booth and record and make records, where like with this character, you actually have to pull from whatever emotions or anything that you're going through and pour it into that character. So, you know, with going in front of a lens as a character, it was therapeutic, you know, because I was able to kind of like let out any type of, you know, quiet battles I was dealing with. You know, it was the perfect time to finally just turn off my strength for once and just have a moment of weakness and a moment of like vulnerability and just like let go and just literally, you know, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically pour into Inez. So for me, it's two completely different worlds, honestly.
Thank you so much. I think that's all the time they have for us. I really appreciate it.
The Dreamville Music Festival, created by Grammy Award-winning multi-platinum rapper J. Cole, took place this weekend in Raleigh, North Carolina. Over 50,000 fans from all over the world attended the two-day event held at Dorothea Dix Park, that is Raleigh's largest city park. It featured some of the world's biggest artists, including Drake and Burna Boy, taking to the stage in one of the most anticipated musical events. I was there, and here are some of the highlights of what I saw. Launched in 2019, the Dreamville Festival has become one of the largest music festivals in North America, attracting thousands of fans from around the world. The diverse lineup of artists represented various genres, including hip-hop, Afrobeats, R&B, and soul. Artists like California R&B singer Daryl Farris, who goes by the stage name Sir, Washington, D.C. native and Grammy nominee Ari Lennox, and Jamaican dancehall icon Sean Paul. And superstar Usher closed off Saturday's event playing a medley of hits from his extensive catalog of music. Sunday's festivities were kicked off by Nigerian upcoming artist Ira Star playing her top hits like Stability and Rush. During her set, Atlanta native Summer Walker surprised fans with the news that she would be releasing a new project in May of this year. But it was Afrobeat superstar Burna Boy that really got the crowd going as he performed some of his major hits like Kilometer and Last Last from his Love Damini album. Nigerian-Canadian Walter traveled all the way from Toronto for the concert.
I've heard this is my first time
Burna
seeing
does
Burna.
not disappoint.
Doesn't disappoint.
It's your first time seeing Burna?
Yep, and he killed it.
And to close out the festival, two of hip-hop superstars, J. Cole and Drake, took to the stage for a thrilling performance, inviting some surprise guests, including rap legend Lil Wayne. And now to more music news. Edna Munda is an up-and-coming singer based in the U.S. state of Maryland. She shared her search for balancing her musical commitments and her family obligations with VOA's French to Africa's Lionel Gahima in this one-on-one interview in Urbana, Maryland. Here is more.
Edna Munda is a singer originally hailing from Central Africa, with her father from Congo and her mother from Burundi. The 28-year-old musician is also a mother of a 6-year-old daughter. She says her determination to pursue her passion for music began when she was much younger.
Funny thing about this heart of mine, it knows what it wants.
My journey in music started with my older sister, who sang in church, and she sang throughout the house and played a lot of gospel music, and she took us to church with her a lot. And so I found myself singing, but I never really took it serious until I met my husband, who's a sound engineer and producer.
Thanks in part to the support from her husband, who is also in the same field, Munda says despite the difficulties of juggling between responsibilities as a mother and an artist, she is able to find balance.
The music in the house is second nature. It's so natural, and for a long time we've had a home studio. So sometimes we'll put our daughter to bed and go to the studio and record till 3 a.m. And so it's always been natural and easy to balance the two. I've never really had to feel like I have to pick one or the other.
In the midst of a storm, my heart's
Munda says motherhood has taught her positive lessons that she can then apply to improve her future career.
And I think since being a mother, it's kind of changed my priorities, and I have to focus a lot on home life, but that has made me more patient, it's made me more organized. So it's helped out in a good way, whereby I'm more organized and I can work more efficiently.
Munda says motherhood also influenced the way she writes music. She now focuses on writing uplifting songs and sending positive messages to her listeners with her daughter in mind.
I think before I became a mother, my music was more focused on love and heartbreak and just expressing my raw emotions as an outlet. It's more like therapy. And now I think ahead, and I think of when she'll come back to find my music, and I think of what I want to leave for her in the music, and I think of a more positive message, a more a fun message. Even if it's about pain and heartbreak, I still want the tone to be light and happy and joyful. And I want her to focus more on that perspective than to listen to heartache and pain.
Munda advises others on the same journey to stay focused, disciplined, and seek support from family and friends if they have hopes of succeeding in pursuing their passion for the arts.
My advice would be to focus on home life, because if you have peace at home, it's so much easier to do everything outside of home. So it's just getting organized and also being transparent with the kids about what it is that we're doing and our projects. I think it's helped a lot to bring my daughter to dance rehearsals and to the studio, and for her to kind of see what it is that I do. That's been really helpful.
Munda says her music has evolved since becoming a mother. She says she creates music that is expressive with the hopes that it resonates with her audience. Laune Gahima, VOA News.
Thank you so much for watching VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Bunganyi. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voaafrica.com. We are also on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Until next time, goodbye everyone.